Do you ever go back to like a lot of the original cast? Do they think, just say maybe it would be great if George would come back for an episode or somebody? Do you ever go back to that?
Nobody's ever thought of bringing George back.
Why would you? Gee, NBC's never mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's interested.
The early going on the series, there was a lot of pressure to pursue other things, or the hope that other things would happen. I mean, it's the lure of other opportunities is sort of always out there, and particularly when you get together this talented a group of actors. So we've also tried very hard over the years to make it possible for people to do other things.
Well, Clooney might make it big one day.
George was great to us. He came on. His career took off rather quickly. To the most beautiful people alive and all that. In the early going. And we sort of watched it all happen, and he and I talked about it a lot, and I let him out to do a number of things. We wrote around his character a lot so he could do some film work. And sort of the deal there was that he never asked us for a raise and stayed for the entire 5 years. That was sort of our handshake deal. And so he, of all the cast members, was still making exactly what he made on the first day of the series at the end of the 5th year when he left.
Very honorable.
Very honorable, and was terrific, and it was time for him to go, and he wanted to do other things, and that was cool. And then, we all thought the show would end. Not just with George, but then when Juliana was right after that, and then Eric and Tony both wanted to leave, and there was this sort of a feeling of, it's all going to collapse. And what we had, I think, all underestimated was the strength of the franchise itself, the fact that people can come and go. And interestingly enough, every time you talk about it with an audience member, they always say, I miss that person. But then they also don't say, I don't watch it anymore. They say, I miss that person. In the same way that in real life, people come in and out of your life, your work life, and you miss friends, and you want to see them again or call them again or talk to them sometimes. And we've been able to do a certain amount of that, which is why I think it's successful when it happens.